Hello everyone, this is the Golden Lock Picker and I'm back at you here with another lock and device today. What I have for you guys today is a fairly small lock. It's actually an Abus 5530. How small do you say? Well, let's compare that to a lock that was just recently in the video, an Abus 4540 laminated steel padlock. And you can see this lock absolutely is dwarfed by that. Well, how about another brass body padlock for reference? Oh, here we go, an Abus 5540. Wow, this is a tiny lock. I mean, the shackle is small, the body is pretty small. So this is an interesting lock. One other thing I want to point out about these 55 series that I thought was fascinating just recently going through the Abus 4540, they share a similar keyway, but they are actually not the same. So if you're a beginner and you're thinking, well, you know, I'll just jump straight to these brass body padlocks, do yourself a favor and actually pick up one of these Abus 4540s. If you notice the wording, while it does look the same, the wording on the Abus 4540, the bottom part actually comes past where the top part is, and vice versa. The top part actually kind of comes over a little bit. So whereas here, there's actually a bit of a gap or a space between on both the 5530 and on the 5540. So the keyway is a lot more open on these two. But one thing you're gonna have to deal with here is a more worded keyway, whereas with this, you're gonna deal with security pins. So these do have security pins. So we'll go ahead and put those away. And one other fascinating thing about this lock, while this lock is currently on Lockpickers United belt ranking system on lpubelts.com, ranked as a yellow belt lock, it only has 3 pins. Look at that. Only one notch right there at the top there, one down here, and then one down here. So this lock literally only has 3 pins. Pretty fascinating. Interesting little lock. I think it's going to be fun to pick. So let's go ahead and throw it in the vise and see what it takes to get into an Abus 5530, a 3-pin lock. We'll be picking today with top of the keyway tension using the 30 thousandths turner from the starter set from Jimmy Long's. I'll also be using the short flat hook from the starter set from Jimmy Long's, and we'll see what we can get through today. Starting on pin 1, just checking. Got a little click. Getting a little bit of feedback on 2. There we go, we got a little click. And going all the way to the back. Feels a little mushy, so I'm just gonna bring my way back to the front, and I just tapped 1, and you'll notice I got more counter rotation there. So we're gonna go ahead and keep moving on this thing. We'll see if we can, oh boy. Okay, so you guys see this here? I'm pushing on 2. I'm definitely getting some counter rotation, and it looks like we got that set. At least we're hoping so. Not feeling anything on 1, so I think we're on 3. Ooh, we fell into a really deep false set. Hope you guys can see that. So we got a spool tongue up here. Let's see what it is. Okay, not 1. So it's definitely got to be either 2 or 3. And we're getting a little counter rotation on 3. So apparently we didn't have him set all the way. That feels a little loose. Going to the back. 1 is loose. 2 is loose. There's only 3 pins. There we go. We got it. Just needed to tap one more time there, and we got this open. So we'll go ahead and turn that back, pull it out. You can see we got full control of the lock there. So that was an Abus 5530. That was a fun little pick. I would definitely recommend this. If you've got a starter set, I think this would be a good complement. If you're working your way up the Abus line with something like the 4540, this would be good. I think both of these those locks pair well. Going up that 55 series, I think they're going to pair well and give you a lot of training and feel for spool pins, and the tolerance is going to be just a little bit tighter than what you might get out of a master lock, so they'll actually be maybe a little bit more realistic to what you deal with when you get into some higher security locks. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I've got some more tiny locks. Eventually at some point I'll show you guys that will work through, not ranked, but I definitely wanted to include this one since it's relative to the belt picking progression. So if you guys have some small locks like that you think they're really fascinating or interesting, you'd like me to check out, go ahead and comment down below. Just mention that or any of your thoughts on this Abus 5530. And hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go ahead and like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.